What's up? Why are you coming over here?
I just want to see what you guys are taking pictures of.
Why is it your business?
Oh, you know what? This is my home.
Okay, mine too. Why are you taking pictures
Where
of
do
me?
you live?
I live in Scottsdale. Why are you taking pictures of me?
Michigan plates?
Yeah. Why are you taking pictures of me?
Well, you know what? We've had problems here.
I don't care. You don't know me. Why are you taking pictures of me? And I don't know you. Do you know a lot of white men are doing racist things in this world, sir?
No.
You don't know that? You're not aware of that?
I'm a racist.
You are a racist.
I'm a racist.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay? So
what's
the
your
issue?
point? Why are you here?
Because this is a no zone.
Not really.
Oh, is it?
Not really, sir.
Tell me.
There's not a not. So I'm here. And what
But
I'm about to do,
here.
what I'm
But
about
you
to
don't
do,
live here.
I do. I stay here. What I'm about to do,
Yeah.
me and my friend, we about to record our videos.
Okay.
And you not gonna do a thing about it. Y'all hear me?
That's fine. I'll tell you what. What do you want to hear?
Thing. I don't want to hear you say nothing.
Oh, I'll tell you what, though.
You just not gonna do another thing. So,
What?
as y'all see,
Your
can't keep the
filming
camera.
doesn't stop
Yeah.
me from doing things.
It doesn't mean I'm about to record my video,
Okay.
and this not gonna do anything,
Okay.
and let you try to touch me. Let you try to touch him.
Oh, I wouldn't touch you.
You already disrespecting me. Can you step back a little bit? I feel
Yeah,
like you harm me.
We are 6 feet.
Yeah, no. I need you to step back. So, don't listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm gonna lay your down.
That's okay.
It's okay. I'm gonna lay you down. I'm gonna lay you down.
You are?
Yeah. So,
You ain't.
just stay where you at.
You ain't man enough.
It's okay. You don't gotta think I'm man enough, my baby. Yeah, just keep it walking. And it's gonna be like that today, y'all. I hope y'all seen all of that. I am a famous YouTuber. This is actually his establishment. So anybody, y'all all know I just moved to Arizona, and this is his friend as well. So anybody that come to this establishment, y'all know what it is. Y'all know exactly what his establishment is, and y'all know where he works. And it's okay. Hey, we got money, and we doing well. He mad. So, we gonna handle it like that. You saw he walked away, because I got something for him and this man. But Kane, pick up your camera. We about to get this in.
Okay, so y'all just heard that right there. And shout out to Harvey because he did a very good video talking about this particular topic. And shout out to anybody else who has done commentary about this incident right here. Anybody who says that they do not believe that Asians can be racist, first off, needs their head examined, and two, point them in the direction of this video. If you wanted to get a taste of how racist Asians are, look at how they've been treating black people when they go into their stores. You know, like, what was it, last year, a couple years ago, when you had a lot of them beating on the black women that will come into their stores, or they'll always accuse them of stealing and all types of things like that. The stereotype of black people stealing out of their stores goes back decades. They used to always make fun of it in movies and all types of things of that nature. They even do it even still closer up to this day. Then if you want something more recent, look at what they did over in China to the Africans over there when the virus got out. They try to make it seem like it was the black people's fault over there who was responsible for it, even though it came out of their labs with that virus. Then have the nerve to be over here. Well, before I get into that, then look at what happened with Peter Liang and Akai Gurley, that Asian cop who killed that black man in New York in that stairwell, and he was supposed to go to jail. But you had pretty much the entire Asian population come out and supported this man and claim it was an accident. I even recently heard where they are making a movie about that, but it's not about Peter Liang, but it's loosely based on it, but it runs pretty much the same exact way. And then, you know, he pretty much walked away scot-free from it, and you never really hear from him ever again. And that was at that moment when we realized that Asians, when they want to get on code against black people, they'll do it just like white people. And now you have this incident right here with this guy whose name is Paul Ng, the Asian guy, who told this black man whose name is Andre Abram, and they said his name is Lil AJ Dre. They said on Instagram and YouTube was basically he was filming a video for his YouTube channel, him and another person. And this Asian guy just came out there and started taking pictures of him because he was outside, because he looked quote unquote suspicious. Now you heard right there in the video that the Asian man, basically, you know, he pulled the typical palm colored talking points. Like he pulled out almost all of them in one fell swoop, and then tried to be calm about it. Cause see what he was trying to do? He was trying to get the black man out of his element. He was trying to make this into a more escalated situation than what it was, even though that black man really kept his composure. See, a lot of these individuals like him like to do stuff like that to get a rise out of us, because they like to see us pop off. They see that as funny. They see that as entertainment. They love to see us snap. But he came out to this black man and said, now it was blurred out because this was the edited version of the video. He basically, first he came out and flat out said that he's a racist. That's number one. He said that he is a racist. And to that black man, don't think that white people are the only people that's racist, because I noticed he has said that. But that's actually, I'm glad he did, because that's what segued the Asian man to saying that. He came out and said, I am a racist, flat out. No hesitation. But it's what he said next that really got this Asian man in trouble. He said that this is a no N-word zone. And if you listen to the video, even through the edits, and you can tell because it gets muted when he said it a second time. He said it again towards the end of the video as he was distancing himself from the black guy. He said it again. And he said it with no hesitation. Like he just said it like nothing was going to happen to him. I will not be surprised if this was not the first time he has encountered a black person and has said something like that before, ever in his life. But the joke is now on this Asian man because the video went viral. And not only did this Asian man get fired from his job, but he also lost something else. He ended up, I think he got arrested as well, for what he did. He did get arrested too. He got arrested. He lost his job. And I think, whatever job he worked for, I'm not sure what it was. It involved him having some kind of a license. He lost that too. So he lost everything because he could not hold back on his very nasty racist views against this black man. He could not bring himself to mind his business. He just had to go and mess with a black man just because they were minding their business. See, and you wonder why many black people, myself included, do not want to be thrown into the category of minority. This is exactly why. Because we get lumped in with filth like that. Like I said, there's bad in everybody. Like every group has their bad, but some are just downright worse than others. But this guy, he didn't hide it. He let it be known. He was not holding back with what he said. And I wouldn't even be surprised if he has no remorse for what he said, even despite the fact that he just got aired out for being a racist. I think that was but like I said, I like them out in the open. I like them overt. I don't like having to try to figure out if they or aren't they. Please let me know up front what you're on. That way I know how to deal with you accordingly. I will say the black man had a lot of composure, but like I said, it's a good thing he did, because at the end of the day, the video he recorded ended up making this guy lose his job and his license. And now he's pretty much been exposed to the world, and hopefully it causes him to go into some form of hiding. But something tells me, just by the way he spoke in this video and the tone that he used, he has too much pride to do all of that. He'll probably resurface when, you know, the smoke clears from this incident, if there's even smoke to be seen. But this just shows you right here that Asians can be just as tacky and nasty as any other group that hates us. But these are the same group of people that want to talk about, oh, xenophobic or xenophobia. Oh, they're talking about us, or they're discriminating against us because of the virus, even though the virus did come from China. That's where that's its origins. And they get upset about that, and they get all kinds of policy put into place, like that AG up in New York, giving them a hotline. Black people been here since the inception, and we gone through so much more than being called just a word, and we don't get a hotline. What's up with that? And then try to say, well, we gonna change it and make it a POC. Nah, you know what you did. And then they want to make all this policy for all these people in the Asian community. And then you got people like this floating around there. You can tell who he hangs around. You can tell. You know what? It just dawned on me. Remember in the movie Get Out? Remember when they went to the house and it was all those white people there? And it was one Asian guy? He's the one Asian guy. He's that one Asian man that was there at the quote unquote auction. That's him. This is your model minority. They get that one little title and they lose their minds and think that they're better than everybody else. They get the stereotype of the label of, the smartest people and all types of things like that. And they take it and run with it, and then is at our expense. This Mr. Miyagi MFer can go choke on a rice noodle. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. It is currently 1:55 a.m. in the morning on October 30th, 2020, the day that I uploaded the first part of this video, and now I have to insert this part of the video. Like, at first I was going to leave it alone and just post the link down there below, but I said y'all needed to hear my voice as I talk about this mental illness that is amongst our people. So I already did the first part of the video. You already know what happened. Now I went on my Facebook page, and me and Nicole from Nicole's View are friends on there, and she had this posted up on her page. Like, this was the first thing I saw when I went into my app, and it's a good thing I went on there, because sometimes I often don't check my Facebook like that. It's maybe twice a day. And I went on there and I saw this was posted up on her page, and she said this is why she waits to do videos, and she doesn't quickly jump out there and do videos like that. That's kind of the reason why my videos are scattered the way that they are. Like, unless it's a huge breaking story that is like a very, very big deal, then I'll talk about it. Otherwise, sometimes I won't talk about it, or I'll give it a couple of days to see what else comes out about it. So now you have the YouTuber whose name is Andre Abram, that's his real name, has now forgiven that Asian man who called his area a no N-word zone and said that he was a racist, and called this man an N-word a couple of times on video, saying that he forgives this man. This man did not ask for forgiveness. The only thing that Paul Ng guy said is that he was sorry for what he said, and more so because he got fired from his job, and I think he lost his license or whatever. It's something else that he lost. But I don't think he actually apologized to the person. This guy, he apologized for the situation, and more so because he got caught on video, and the video ended up going viral. If this was just a video that wasn't going to spread, he wouldn't have apologized. Now, like I said, he didn't apologize to him, and nor did he ask him for forgiveness, but he felt the need to forgive him. Now I'm going to read this article. It's a very short one coming from TMZ. It says, Andre Abram, the black man who was told this is a no N-word zone by a man named Paul Ng, says he's dealing with difficult mental aftershock from the incident going viral, but he's not holding any grudges. Abram tells TMZ last week's confrontation with Ng in Scottsdale was extremely upsetting for him, and he's having a tough time reliving it over and over as the media replays it. I'm trying to figure something out here. How is it that he feels like it's almost like he has positioned himself to be the guilty party? Like, he's speaking from a standpoint that the Asian man, the racist, should be speaking from as far as guilt goes. Like, listen to what he said. Last week's conversation with Ng in Scottsdale was extremely upsetting for him, and he's having a tough time reliving it over and over as the media replays it. Wow. Aaron says he's using breathing and relaxation techniques to stay calm, but admits it's been emotionally taxing. He says he has a strong support system of friends and family, and he won't hesitate to seek more help if needed. The way that he's framing it is almost like it's someone threatening his life or something like that. I mean, he would have said that probably if that was the case, but then again, I don't know. But the way that he's framing his words, you would think that he was the guilty party and he was the one that confronted this guy and said what the other guy said to him, but in reverse. As for Ng, Andre says he forgives the guy for his actions, but stresses that he needs to understand what he did was wrong and unacceptable. Well, you said you forgive. Let me continue. As we first reported, Ng was arrested and charged with disorderly conduct for his interaction with Abram. He allegedly told cops he was looking out for his community and suspected Abram and his friend of casing the area. In actuality, they were recording an episode of Abram's podcast. Ng also got fired from his job, and Abram tells us he believes the guy has been punished enough. He also says he's willing to meet one-on-one with Ng to discuss the incident as part of the healing process if Ng is interested. So you felt that this guy calling his area a no inward zone, basically being very rude and racist towards you, and him losing his job was enough punishment for you, and he felt like he should not suffer anymore. If a revolution ever arose, this Negro on your screen would be the pawn that would get taken out first. And not because he's willing to die first, but because he would probably be too busy trying to ask them to, lay down their swords. And right in the middle of him telling them to lay down their swords, swipe, beheaded. This is absolutely ridiculous. I cannot with this. I really cannot. This is just, it's too much. It is just entirely too much. I'm going to go ahead and end the video right here. Listen, no matter what he says, it does not take away from the fact that Paul Ng is a racist POS. And now knowing how this guy is, we know he's nothing more than a weak ass coward. He just basically, he would have let this guy probably get away with murder. You want to know the mental illness amongst the collective of black people is that damn religion known as Christianity. At least the version they fed to us. If there's any other version out there that can refute that one that we have right now, because this right here, this forgiveness crap, I'm over it. I really am. As far as I'm concerned, if something else happens to him on a racial standpoint and he happens to put it out there, hey, he's on his own. At this point, what can we feel? Like this guy, you know what? I should have suspected something. The reason why I say that is, if you remember in the audio or in the article, whatever it is that I read, because I can't remember, it was a couple of days ago when I recorded the first part of the video. This guy said that he made it seem like only white people could be racist like that, and he couldn't believe that this Asian man had the same feelings as white people. I'm like, where have you been? Where have you been? They are some of the Asian people can be some of the most nastiest people ever, and anybody could tell you that. Don't think that just because they don't claim the status of white that they can't be racist. And that's something that a lot of our people have to get out of the habit of thinking that only white people can be a certain way toward us, when that's definitely not the case. It's just that they've been hit hard with the label because that's what we're used to. But other groups have practiced their open racism on us plenty of times in the past and will continue to do so as long as you continue to let your guard down like this guy did. I have nothing more left to say.